Since I've known you, we've always been together. And in that time, the love we shared, we vowed would last forever. Yet marriage is a subject you approve, providing it has nothing whatsoever to do with you. And much as I respect that view, I have to state my case. Though I'm far from being over the hill, it occurs to me with each passing day that I'm not getting any younger. God knows it wasn't my idea. The years that used to take an eternity to make are now passing at what seems like one a week. If only we'd have met when I was your age, I wouldn't have this awful fear I get when I leave your place. You don't know how upsetting it can be to hear you talk of future plans, none of which seem to include me. Blue jeans and high-heel boots are great. Of course I still wear mine quite a bit, but it's now more apparent than ever before, despite keeping myself fairly fit, that I'm not getting any younger. Even those gray hairs are now starting to appear, and there are lines under my eyes that never used to be this size. Even though it could be due to lack of sleep, something tells me that it's more to do with passing years. At times I think perhaps it would be better if rather than go on this way, I posted you a letter explaining in great detail why I feel the way things are between us suits you much more than it suits me. You have your whole life ahead of you. Well, damn it, I also have mine. And unless I am by nature a freak, there's no mistaking those deadly signs. And I'm not getting any younger. Look closely now and you will see the rebel in his teens who thought all adults were obscene is now somewhat disenchanted with the news that kids today have got no respect for his views. And I'm not getting any younger. Gone are those days when school reports were all I feared. Now for the first time in my life, I'm seeing something I don't like, and I'm powerless to prevent from happening. One day you'll find out for yourself just what I mean. Some people tell you you're better off dead, especially when you're in the very best of health. Me, I don't understand why. Just that she says you got a lot of charm. You think, how incredible, I never thought. How could anybody have so much power? But if on the other hand she says I fear a bit of bad news in the coming year, you think, what a load of rubbish this is. I don't know why I ever bothered with it. Said we're human, called it sex. Who said that 3, 5, 15's correct? What makes a black man go white? Could be the din of those things that go bump in the night. The minute that she said you got a lot of charm, you think, how incredible, I never thought. How can anybody have so much power? But if on the other hand she says I fear a bit of bad news in the coming year, you think, what a load of rubbish this is. I don't know why I ever bothered with it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you wanna love me but you don't know why. You got a problem up ahead that's in sight. Love to meet your uncle only as I was saying. I got a relative myself the same type. Call yourself a man, I said, why not if it's true? I said, you call yourself a taxi and fly. And like a bird she flew out the window, leaving me a box of milk tray. A note upon it to say, if nothing's alright, it's okay, 'cause help is on the way. Sorry to disturb you at this awful hour, but I was wondering if you had the time. Supposed to meet a woman here at 8:30, and now you're telling me it's already 9. Then you should have seen it as the boat overturned. There was a quiet from a hand to her leg, and like a stone she went down to the bottom, leaving us above in disdain. Despite the captain who'd say, if nothing's alright, it's okay, 'cause help is on the way. I got a letter that came as a note. It said I'm sorry, though I haven't spoke. It was written out in grass, so I the start, so no part.
Right after the tone, I said, sorry, I'm not in. If you care to call again, I'll get back to you, back to you. So you wanna love me, but you don't know why. You gotta be up in your bonnet, that's fine. Nothing like a buzz going around your head to clear the cobwebs from the state of your mind. Well, you won't believe this, but believe me, it's true. I have this woman in the palm of my hand, but like a magnet, she left out the window, leaving me a box on the train. I know the party to say, but if nothing goes right, it's okay, 'cause help is on the way. Help is on the way. Help is on the way. Help is on the way.
Feel so strange here on my own. She's out with her friends while me, I don't have one. Every time I have some, she would make them all disperse. Yet I love her with all of my heart, for what it's worth. She said I'd have been more careful with her, wouldn't have had to get married quite so quick. She never wanted kids, hates the thought of giving birth. Yet I worship the ground she walks upon, for what it's worth. I don't know what I can say, perhaps it's just a passing phase. Nothing worse than being in love with one who isn't. If I've hurt her, I'll admit, I'll apologize for it. Even if what she says I did, well, I didn't. I give her the bulk of my weekly pay. Takes it without even thanking me one bit. And I've worked hard for it, so a thank you wouldn't hurt. Yet I love her with all of my heart, for what it's worth. I'm not one to make a fuss. In fact, the less said is for me, so much the better. Maybe I should be more strong, tell her straight, look, what's going on. But if I do that, she might leave me altogether. been high up and I've been low, but lately the ladder's so far out ahead. I wish I were dead. She treats me like I was dirt, yet I love her with all of my heart, for what it's worth. Yes, I love her with all of my heart, for what it's worth. Yes, I love her with all of my heart, for what it's worth. For what